Today, I'm back at John Kufleitner's to take a deeper look at this mid-level 1955 Ford Customline sedan. But first, if you just stumbled upon this channel, welcome. You've hit the gold mine. This channel, we take a deeper look at classic cars, vintage cars, some exotics, lots of orphan cars. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, hit that subscribe button, turn on all notifications so you never miss a video. Also, if you dig the content, be sure to hit that like button so more people can see this video in the future. Okay, let's talk 1955 Ford. The Ford line consisted of 3 trim levels. At the bottom was Ford Mainline series. In the center, Ford Customline series. At the top, Ford Fairlane series. Okay, I just want to mention this. Ford also offered two-door wagons, the Ranch and the Custom Ranch. They also offered 2 4-door wagons, the Country Sedan and Country Squire. One could order a Ford Courier, which was the sedan delivery option that had no back seats, no rear windows, just a front seat delivery van. Ford offered the Customline model from 1952 to 1956 in the North American market. 2 body styles were on offer: 2-door sedan, 4-door sedan. 1955 falls as the second generation of this model. Okay, let's talk specs. Total Customline production for 1955 was 471,992 units. It was split basically right down the center. They offered a 2-door sedan and a 4-door sedan. 2-door sedan was 236,575 units. 4-door sedan, 235,417 units. The base price was $1,800. It went up to $1,850. I would assume that would be for the 4-door model. Price would be equivalent to you going down and spending $19,417.77. Curb weight was 3,130 pounds, which was pretty light for a 50s car. Wheelbase, it rides a 115.5-inch long wheelbase. The car is 198.5 inches long overall, 75.9 inches wide, 61 inches tall. 2 engines on offer for 1955 Ford Customline. 223 cubic inch inline 6 overhead valves for 1955. Pretty big deal. Holley single barrel carburetor was what fed the engine. It was good for 120 brake horsepower. 7.5 to 1 compression, 4 main bearings, and it was all wrapped in a cast iron package. The optional engine, the 272 Y-Block V8, it was good for 182 brake horsepower, had a 7.6 to 1 compression ratio, 5 main bearings, and it was all nicely packaged in a cast iron block. 1955 Fords often referred to as part bin Fords because a lot of parts are shared, interchangeable throughout different trim levels. All 55 Fords came with the Astra Dial. The thought process was one could see the numbers easier if the sunshine was shining through the windshield, through the gauge cluster, to illuminate it in the daytime. I heard a rumor, somebody actually in the comment section said that this was a primitive heads-up display. In the comment section below, I've tried to find a video of it, and I can't find any videos, but if I go back to Kufleitner's in a couple days and see this car, I'm going to ask if we could put it in a all-dark, enclosed garage and try it out, because I'm really intrigued to see if that actually works. Getting back to the whole parts bin thing, next time you see a 55 Ford anything, 55 Ford Thunderbird, Squire, anything, the front headlights are the same, the rear tail lights are the same, door handles, interiors, dash, even the Astra Dial is all the same. All right, let's get inside and talk about all the buttons, switches, and knobs. All the way to the left-hand side, there's 3 switches, 4 switches technically. At the very top, wipers and lights, then the ignition switch, left air. Moving up, Astra Dial has the speedometer as well as odometer in there, and then there's a small rectangular box underneath the speedometer. Fuel gauge, oil light, generator light, as well as temperature. At both ends of the small rectangular bit with the fuel gauge and the temperature gauge are these 2 round housings. That is where the turn signal indicators are, and they only show up as a green light. Right underneath the right-hand side turn indicator is the lighter, as well as the choke. This is the Ford Magic Air system. If you had air conditioning, defrost, or heating options. In the center here, that's your radio controls. Nice clock. Very spacious glove box. Ashtray is located right underneath the climate controls. I totally forgot to talk about the door panel, but there it is. That's what it looks like. Window crank, door handle, vent window is controlled by the little latch on the vent window itself. But just check out this interior. It's really nice. I love the two-tone. It's actually tri-tone because there's a different color blue. There's two different color blues and white. Getting to the back seat, you just push the seat out of the way. It pivots and moves. I totally forgot to mention the options and features. The 55 Ford Customline features lights so you can see at night, a steering wheel so you could steer left or right, a seat to sit in instead of a milk crate, so you're more comfortable driving position driving down the road. In 1955 Ford, everything was an option. If you wanted sun visors, those were options. Automatic transmission, option. Automatic, not automatic, but power window lifts, as they're called. All options. Okay, on to the pros and cons coming from the complete book of collectible cars. Blue Chip Auto Investment, 70 years, 1930 to 2000. By Richard M. Langworth and the Auto Editors of Consumer Guide. Just kidding. This car is not in there for some reason. But I could see one saying that it's kind of mundane. Most potent engine that you could get was a 272 and it only produced 180 horsepower. So it's 1956, they offered more engines for the Customline, more engine options for Ford overall. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all the support. And until next time, toodaloo!